You're about to listen to the award-winning Stuart Pedasso Show. This show is for biologically and emotionally mature audiences. If you should not be here, please go away. We'll still be here when you're mature enough to partake. Mwah!
Record's on.
You go, girl.
All right.
Recording.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Welcome to the Stuart Pedasso Show. I'm slightly sad, Dave.
I'm not quite as sad as Dave, Melissa.
And I'm just Carrie. What's
What
going on?
What's up? What's up, Dave?
Well, that's how I was going to kick in and stuff. Well,
Oh,
I
okay.
just,
You got something? There's something else?
no specific reason. This week I've just been a little on the low energy.
Gotcha. Sometimes
Yeah.
that happens. Yeah.
Well, I'm
Just
low
feeling
energy,
like,
but just
Like I've been trying to run underwater kind of thing.
is
Gotcha.
it the world in general or anything specific?
The world in general,
world in
and
general
me
is-
trying
yeah.
to do things to change the world has been like spinning my wheels. I could use all these cliches, all the cliches you want to do of going nowhere. That's
That's
it's
kind of how I've
feeling.
been feeling this morning. Oh my gosh, it's so funny that you say that. I said I've been on my phone. Unfortunately, I started watching a lot of things and seeing some things and started thinking a little too much. And
Watch
then
it
I
on
just,
what? What were you on?
I started off on the naughty Facebook. I don't like it, but I told you I tried to get rid of it.
Yeah.
But I can't be on Messenger without it. Apparently, they don't let you completely unjoin. And then I got back into Messenger, or I'm sorry, Facebook Marketplace, where I had that debacle with the
Oh, yeah.
panels and the pairs and the I think that's.
So you're
kinda-
still on the Facebook. So you're on the Facebook. You're
It
watching
lured
reels?
me back in. So what I do is I go on there and then I jump off into Blue Sky, which is another one, and then I have this other thing called Ground News. So I jump around into different things and I look at what all the headlines are everywhere and I see what's consistent. And there's just a whole bunch of just crappy shit.
There's a lot of really.
So then I
crappy
decided to
things in the
go on
world.
to this little something I've been looking up for the vagus nerve and just stuff for me and just try to not be depressed. That's all. And I'm trying to do something to make myself physically feel better because I don't know how to fix anything else because I feel blah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's kind
I'm
of
feeling it and I don't know
yeah.
what else to do, but I can control myself physically. I can't control the outside world, but I can control me.
Well, if you look at like things on my plate, so to speak, more cliches. I got a ton of stuff, but it's nothing I can do on my own. And when you have to have other people involved, things don't move along very well.
Dude, I'm right up the
quickly.
street. What do you need?
Become an attorney.
Oh, shit. No,
right,
can't help
that's what
that
I'm-
one.
Yeah,
Oh, all right.
Right. I mean, I'm talking about-
Sorry, no, can't help that one.
yeah, I mean,
I actually read something really kind of scary.
Isn't your
today,
bestie
too.
an attorney?
I need a special kind of attorney. And all right, I can
Well,
do
your
this.
best, yeah. So your
I can
bestie
do
also
this-
doesn't live here.
I can
so.
do this. Actually, he's licensed to practice in New York State.
Oh, he is. Oh, okay, cool.
So, one of the things when I ran for city council last year, my main focus was replacing our current corporate entity, for-profit electricity utility
Fuck
with
you,
a
RGD.
public one.
Fuck you, RGD.
And obviously, I came in last. I didn't win, so I'm still working
you were
on
last,
that.
Yeah, you were. He was.
Yeah, I was
he
dead
was
last.
last.
Yep.
Which is
9 out of 9.
ridiculous.
So I got fewer votes than Marcus Williams,
Which is so ridiculous
which
to me.
is yeah. Anyway, so
Anywho.
I've still been working on it, and I was having meetings with the president of city council and somebody else, and we were working on this, and that seems to be, I don't know if he's stonewalling, I don't know what's going on, but that seems to have ground to a halt. So there's a plan B with that involves petition signatures to get something on a referendum, to get on the ballot so voters can vote for it. But the law and the way it's set in New York State is so bizarre, and having to make sure that the petition doesn't have any fatal flaws. Even the attorneys I know here in town are saying, look, here's a little bit of feedback, but you need to talk to someone who specializes in election law. It's like 2 people maybe in the state.
Yeah,
So-
I'm like thinking I have a lot of lawyer friends.
Right.
None of them do
Right.
election law.
Right.
Yeah, you're
and,
right.
and I know GLB doesn't do that, so
No,
I
he
wasn't going to
doesn't.
bug him with that.
Right,
So
right.
he's got shit to do. So I'm like, someone said, I heard University of Buffalo Law has somebody. Nothing on their website said it, so I kind of picked a kind of at random, my dude, who sent me to someone in New York City who was like, yeah, I see what you're trying to do. Let me ask around. And he came up to me, well, I don't have anybody, but here's another dude who's in Buffalo, different dude. So then I went to him, and he seems to be, his firm seems to be in Buffalo, but he keeps calling me from Syracuse. Sorry, these are not.
Or it could just have his phone from Syracuse.
So, well, there's other reasons, but it's not important. So anyway, I've been electronically all over the state trying to find someone, and the guy seems like he could help. And we got to a certain point, and then he was like, if you want me to deal with the petition, then you'll have to call me during work hours, and we'll have to do an intake, and basically I'll be paying for it.
You'll pay for it,
right? Which I understand.
And
no, of course,
I'm not
that's their
complaining about
job.
it.
This is just to get things started.
This
to
is
move
this
it
is to get someone to check the petition to make sure there's no fatal flaws. Because if we do all this work and get 10,000 signatures, and then there's the way the petition is constructed, the
Right.
language is wrong, then it's all that work is for nothing.
Got it.
So
I actually didn't know it was that was actually a thing. I honestly didn't. I didn't. I didn't. This is all news to me.
well, and there's
I thought you could just draft up a petition to have a bunch of people sign it and go, "Yep, this is how we feel."
yeah, and the law now. In fact, that's the work I'm going to be doing tomorrow because there was a little discrepancy. Does the petition have to have the way it would look on the ballot, or can it be a summary?
Gotcha.
And I
Good
got
question. That is a good question.
and I thought it had looked exactly like it's going to show on the ballot. Another attorney who told me to go find an election attorney said he thought it was a summary. So now I'm going to do work tomorrow and in the layman.
People wonder why it's so hard to take everything back over.
So it's just that and I'm Green Party stuff, and I got nobody helping at all, and no one's responding to shit I'm trying to do, and I'm just, it feels like I'm just kind of on an island. And so this week's just been kind of like, I've been doing stuff. I've been going through motions, and I just haven't been.
Well, you might have a new
Happy,
Green
peppy,
Party.
bursting
You might
with
have
love.
another person in Well, you will. You'll have another person in Rochester who'll be registered green. That will be me.
Well, that's awesome, right?
Yeah,
And-
I'm gonna. I did talk to. I was talking with Dan about it last night. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna leave the Democrats. I only did it to stay in Dave knew. I only did it to stay in just to be able to vote in the primaries because I was like,
That's the only reason I did it.
Then
but
I'm like,
that
I'll
didn't
vote in the
make a
primary, and it
difference.
doesn't. And I realized
Doesn't make
it
a
doesn't
difference.
make a difference.
They don't let people that need to be
yeah,
go
so
on
I'm
primaries
like,
be
you know
primaries.
what? Fuck it. I don't align with them. I don't align with them, and
I align with what they say, but they don't do what they say.
But they don't really. Yeah.
So I'll
Correct. That's
say
the
if I
problem.
wasn't feeling this blah, what I'm about to tell you about, I would be even more hyped up about this. But I am hyped. I'm just feeling kind of blah right now.
Right.
So, because I'll tell you this story, and this might have different offshoots, and maybe even stuff we were talking about before we hit record. So today was the annual Urban Agriculture Conference, and I went, and
like a Rochester urban agriculture.
Yeah.
Or is it New York State? Okay.
no,
It's a Rochester
Yeah.
specifically. Okay.
And it was right down the street was East High.
Okay.
And I went last year for the first time, and it was really cool. And I was going to go back this year. And I went in, and there was a few groups tabling who are kind of passive aggressive, and like I'm Green Man, and I'm not a Democrat, so they like almost kind of look at me and almost kind of talk to me, and I was like, oh, just don't feel like dealing with this. And so once the workshops got going, then I didn't have to deal with those freaks. So first one I go into is about the name of, actually, let me read the name. I have the picture right here. It was supposed to be, now I'm going to say something and it's going to sound like I'm saying this is a bad thing, but it's actually not. The name of the workshop was, pardon me, Effective Collaboration for Social Justice Centered Gardening Education.
Okay.
Okay. And it kind of was that, but really was, in a way, it was kind of a promo for this group doing an after-school program in collaboration with help from 4-H clubs and Cornell Cooperative, which is a New York State thing, agricultural thing, and they
I didn't even know we had 4-H in this area, like around.
Well, it's more rural, but they
more
connect with
Ontario County.
Yeah.
More.
So,
oh, that's true. That's not that
Yeah,
far.
So-
I just recently had a
it's-
student that was in 4-H.
So it's really it's
awesome
it's younger kids. It's after school, but it's definitely elementary school kids, and they really focus on reading a lot. And it's through the Freedom School
cousin
model,
of Girl Scouts.
which they've had different iterations here in Rochester. I actually did something with an earlier Freedom School a few years back, 6 or 7 years ago, and which was cool. So I'm sitting there, and we're in like a U shape, horseshoe, whatever you want to call it, and someone comes and sits next to me, and after a minute or so, I kind of notice she's like signing to like nobody, like sign language. And I was like, all right, am I really going to get involved in this right now? It's like, no, I'm just going to sit here and mind my own business. And so we're doing the thing, and then she's like signing again. I was like, what the fuck?
Who's she
I don't
signing
know.
to?
I don't
She's
know.
Signing.
So-
Was the signing correct?
I wasn't super paying attention to what she
Okay.
was saying, but it was like right next to me. And so I back before when all the tabling was going on, I did see a couple of interpreters with like 2 or 3 deaf people, but the person next to me wasn't the person, and I didn't see anybody else in the room who was in that group of signers and interpreters. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? So when there was like a mini break in what we were doing, I just turned and tapped her on the shoulder, and in sign language, I asked if she was an interpreter. And she starts signing me. She goes, no, are you hearing or are you deaf? And I was like, well, I'm hearing. So now we're signing and talking. And apparently there was a
Wait,
deaf.
she is hearing.
Yeah.
She was hearing also.
She was an
Okay.
interpreter, and there is a deaf person in the room who's using her phone, because my mother-in-law uses this, that speech to text. So she would just tell the interpreter when she needed something, but
Your
she was...
mother-in-law isn't.
Yeah, she is.
Oh,
she has
she's
a
hard of
cochlear.
hearing, isn't she?
She has a cochlear now.
Oh, she does now. Oh, I didn't realize
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
But no, I'm not,
No, it's
I'm not going down that road.
No,
So-
she's lovely. I like your mother-in-law. She's
Yes.
lovely.
So, so then I start talking with her, and then the other person, is part of Rochester Deaf Kitchen, which is a food pantry for deaf people, for the deaf community.
I didn't even know.
I follow them on Instagram.
Oh, that's
but
cool.
I haven't gotten involved.
No,
But
that's just cool that they have one.
there's only so much I can do, right?
Right.
Well, now apparently there's more. So,
This is what you do, dude.
right, this is what I do. And dude, I am totally cognizant of how full my schedule is, what I have on my plate, and I'm really trying not to go into full like campaign 7 days a week mode again. I'm like I am aware, and I'm like I'm coming to this thing today not to sign up for 7 different things, right?
Then why'd you go there?
Because I looked at the things, and if you stay to the end, there's free seeds.
I mean, that's fine enough for me.
Right,
but
right.
There were. Oh, so you got free seats.
Well, no, but that's where I'm going.
Okay.
So,
But you were
not
excited
this
about the
year.
free seats.
Well, that too. So we're having the conversation. So in the meantime, now if you remember, I'm in a workshop right now that has to do with education and agriculture, which is like I'm Green Man. And
Yeah, this is like right up your alley.
Right,
Love
right.
it.
So I'm all that, and I'm trying not to volunteer for anything. I'm trying not. Dave, don't ask if they need help. Don't they? And just
Don't do it.
Don't do it. So at the end is when they say, "Oh, and we're also working on, and we can have this discussion, Kara, if you want," because my brain is starting to go a full circle on this issue, and we're also starting a middle school charter school on literacy and agriculture. I was like, "Oh, fuck!" So we're all done, and I was like, "Here's my card.
You're like, oh,
I've
I
helped."
love literacy. and
I've tried to help
agriculture."
start 3 schools. I've been a teacher for 20 years. I'm part of the Green Party. Here's my card. They might not get back to me, but
I mean,
I don't know.
But it's up your alley.
It is, and
Even if you just have some good ideas for
and I
them.
get where automatically some folks who know me may go charter school, Dave. I was on
Could do something different.
I was on board with when I was in Hawaii. That was a charter school,
Yeah.
but that was locally
Not all
owned.
of them are charter. Are
How do you
bad.
feel about the Genesee Charter School?
They like everything in life. There is good and bad.
I met somebody from there.
Julia went to it.
I
Julie
met
was
the
a
woman
student
at
there.
the hair salon.
My daughter Julie went to it. So anyway, but because that's a local reference. So so now I got this thing with this.
and possibly
this
offered me a job.
education
right on the spot,
thing.
which was amazing.
Be careful. That means they're they'll take anybody. No offense, and not that you're anybody. It's like if they offer you without an interview.
No, it would be a pay loss.
Oh well, there's
Hell
that
no.
too.
So you're like,
There's
oh
that, too.
no.
Oh yeah,
Hell
charter
no.
schools are definitely pay loss.
Yeah.
And benefit loss too.
But it was
usually.
such a compliment.
Yeah. And now I got Rochester Deaf Kitchen, which I don't know if they're contacting me. They probably are. I mean, first of all, I'm a fluent signer, and I'm at this workshop, so they would be nuts if they didn't.
And
contact me.
you like food. You like things about food.
Yeah, right. So so there's that.
Yeah.
So now I'm sitting in this workshop, and my brain's going 100 miles an hour.
Right. There's a
And
lot to think about now.
There's a lot to think about. Well, because my brain goes off on other sparks and tangents, I had another idea. And so the next thing I know, I'm on my phone and I'm texting a certain somebody. I'm like, we need to talk.
Who?
I'm getting there.
Dang.
I'm being theatrical.
Ooh, you're being theatrical.
Yeah, a
I
little bit.
love it.
And I'm being oblivious.
So the
I am too. This is
because
exciting.
because what they were showing, some of the slides up on the screen in terms of the after school program and how they're based in literacy, they were showing people reading out loud to kids, and they were showing some of the books, and it was like, I think this actually was the name of a kid's book, like, and one was like, I Love Strawberries. That was like the name of this kid's book. And it was like, typical, with mostly illustrative with just 1 or 2 lines per page. And so I was like, you know what? I wonder if there's like a kid's book about eco-socialism. So I'm kind of looking. And there's stuff about, I love trees and stuff, but nothing about the
Explaining it in
explaining
a
it
kid
in
way.
a kid way.
Yeah.
And there
Ooh.
isn't.
There's a fun fact. There's one about being an anti-racist.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I've seen that.
My
Yeah.
grandkids have them.
Yeah, my when I worked at the art gallery, we
Yeah.
carried a book about
So as I'm thinking, oh my God. So you're going to know who this is before as I start doing this. As my brain's going, so what if I wrote a kid's book, but I don't really know about teaching kids to read. I don't know about writing a book. I just know about the eco-socialism part, and I'm willing to do all the work.
that. I wonder if you
So-
know anybody that has
so
anything to do with
who,
books.
Who do I know who, like, teaches reading and teaches adults how to teach kids how to read, who I'll put all of my money that I don't have down and bet that they've thought about writing kids' books themselves. Who could that person be that I would know? And so that's who I texted, and I said, you need to call me. And then,
Is that your friend that was just on?
yes.
Yes.
So basically, Special K and I are writing a
Remind
kids' book.
me.
That's
I need to
perfect.
ask you guys a question then.
So that's our latest caper. We're actually
Who's
going to
gonna
be
do
writing a
the
kids'
Who's
book.
going to do the illustration?
So,
She
so I take
has-
it she's
She
a
has-
specialist
somebody-
in reading?
She has people. What's that?
She's a specialist in reading?
Yeah.
I take it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's super.
Please
smart.
remind me to ask you a question. This
Okay.
is very relevant
Yeah,
to somebody
big-
who
big-
needs somebody
So-
about a reading specialist. Awesome.
I finished that workshop, and then I went to the next one. And the next one I went to was more about here. Was about it was about irrigation, irrigating a garden.
Okay.
And because I don't know if I'm watering enough or too much or whatever, and I don't know if I'm doing this shit right.
I just do it.
You know,
I do it. Hope for the
saturation
best.
hoses are the best thing.
So I sat through this thing, and meanwhile my brain's still going 1,000,000 miles an hour, and I'm getting all these ideas. Not so much from I was for the backyard here, but I'm also, like I've said, talking about this garden around the corner,
Right.
which is another thing that is
That you're working on.
slogging through the mud, which I keep forgetting, working because no one will work with me on Green Party shit. I'm used to doing it by myself. And now that there's other people involved in this garden, it's going deathly slow.
It can be
and
part of your charter school.
what's that?
It can be part of your charter school.
I'm not starting a school. The other people are. So I'm in this thing, and
How
I
many
get
people are involved with the local garden?
right now. Right now, I have 4.
Okay.
But that's just to look. We haven't even. Let me get to
Okay,
that. In a
all
second.
right, sorry.
I'll tell you that
Yeah,
story
yeah, yeah.
too. But that's. So I get done with the second workshop, and then it's lunch. Now I looked at the schedule of when this was supposed to go, and technically it ends at 4, and it ended like 10 minutes ago. But I knew I was going to leave early because we were doing the show, and I still hadn't gotten podcast juice. So I'm like, look, I'll do lunch instead of lunch. I'll just run to the store, and I'll go grab podcast juice, and then I'll go back. And as I'm driving and all that, and I'm getting ready, and I'm going to buy stuff, I'm thinking, you know what? If I go back, I've already volunteered for 3 fucking things, and if I go back, I'm just toast. I'm done. I cannot stop, and I need self-intervention, and so I didn't go back. Once we went out for lunch, I just knew that I would be fucked just I would be volunteering for everything, and I would just have a total break.
Do you always
meltdown.
overextend yourself like that? Is that
Yes.
Yes.
what you tend to do?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. So
The entire time I've known you, you have been
Yes.
overextending yourself.
yes. So I just came home, and that's when I talked to Special K, and that's when we made our evil plan.
I love
And so I'm going to start writing notes on eco-socialism, and then we're going to get together. We weren't able to work out a time where she can come on the show during break, but a shorter period of time she is going to come over. We're
So I
going to work
canceled
on
those classes for nothing. I'm just kidding.
but we're going to do some bits together really quick, like 20 minutes, because that's all we can fit in. But then I'm going to give her my notes, and then she's going to come up with ideas for like characters and maybe a plot line to show these things, and then we'll start working together.
Oh, I love this.
And so that's
Oh,
going to
that's
be the
awesome.
book or,
Yeah,
or
the book.
a bit?
the book.
No, the book.
A book.
For little kids,
Yeah.
medium-sized kids?
We're gonna. That's what we got to talk about. We don't know. I don't know.
Maybe middle
I'm-
school. Shoot for middle school.
I'm
I
the
mean,
eco-
that sounds like a really good...
I have an evil plan.
I would shoot for as young.
Hold on.
I'd shoot for as young as you can.
Hold on. Hold on.
If you're
I'm-
capable... Oh, can you imagine a graphic novel?
evil plot, Carrie, you're way far ahead. So
Oof,
my
I'm
evil,
just saying. Anybody listening,
No.
take the hint.
my
I'm just saying.
my evil plot
The more we hear about it.
is we start with this one, and then either be a series that goes up through the ages, or a series of different left-wingy things for the same age group. But how about if I just roped somebody into this like an hour ago? So rather than do this out for the next 10, 15 years, I just kind of slowly work on the first thing.
Oh,
I
just
know.
planting seeds for everybody
I-
else to take it in their own direction.
Like there's we also had one.
I also have 17 other things I'm working on too.
I'm just saying other people can take it from here too. You know,
Like
spread the word.
there's really cool ways of, especially with children.
We can only hope. Let's positivity. I'm trying a new thing.
Okay.
Trying to not be so pessimistic,
Okay.
right?
We had this when I was working at the art gallery in the store. We had a book about pride too, and it was like one of those board books.
Yep.
So I don't remember how it was all explained, like how people were explained, how people love each other and stuff. But it was used with mostly animals and some peoples too. I think it was like a little bit of mixture of both. But it was like, I liked the fact that it was like. See, I guess in my head I'm picturing something the same thing, like just talking about it in a simple way to like. We care about this, and because we care about
one of the
this, we
things,
do this.
If you don't mind me saying, one of the things I truly believe this for learning, we know as teachers, I don't know who said it, I don't remember all that blah, 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 Bloom's taxonomy, blah, 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 whatever. But we know this as mothers, I think, is raising our kids. And I love this about my pediatrician, and he said this about my son, who was extremely ADHD, and then he was diagnosed, I guess, as like kind of autistic trait type thing.
So it's the odd
ADHD type thing, right? Yeah. He was always 2 to 3 years behind his peers maturity wise thing.
Gotcha.
Always got into trouble, did all these things. And I remember him saying to me, and my ex-husband, you planted the seeds. He may be in his 30s before it actually catches up. And he was not too long ago. He's 38 right now. And he said to me things that I was like waiting to hear from him. And I relayed to him what the Dr. Holt said to me all these years ago. You planted the seeds. And I truly believe we plant those seeds in our kids. And that's what I think these books are so important
like these
these kids, and why it may be so important to make sure. Why are they fighting so hard to get these books out of schools? They know this stuff plants those seeds, and that's what changes our society.
The Lorax changed me.
Absolutely.
The Lorax book.
So,
I remember.
So why do they fight
specifically
against
how it
teachers
changed me.
so hard?
A Day in the Life of Marlon Bundo.
Is that the one that
Come
changed you?
on.
That's a
No.
good one.
No, that when you were talking about the Pride book for kids.
Oh,
So that's why I'm
That
was
saying
the
if we
John
can
Oliver
sneak
thing.
it in
Oh,
on
okay.
a graphic novel, because the parents don't understand graphic novels. They say, "Oh, it's just a comic book. What good is it going to do?" Those kids fucking love graphic novels.
are great. I
So
love
you can
graphic
sneak it in,
novels.
not sneak it in. I shouldn't use those words, but god
graphic
damn it,
novels are
yeah, sneak it
wonderful.
in that
Right.
way.
I am using one with my cultures
Yeah,
class.
they're
fourth
There
they're
you
fabulous.
I know that.
Do it, do it.
Okay, Carrie.
Loving
Again,
it.
I'm
Not
at
you. I
an
don't mean
hour.
you. I'm talking
Look
to
at
the
Mouse.
listeners.
Okay.
We have an audience. Am I not
I
wrong?
don't know if any.
I'm saying
Hello,
Tens
positivity.
Tens of people.
I
I've
have to
seen
go
the
into work
stats.
every day saying, I love being here. The more you say it, the more you believe it. You got to walk the walk, man. Can't just talk. Hey, you know where I work, right?
You know where I work.
Right? So
you know where I work because I smell
it
like
does
bakery.
change your brain.
Because I still smell like a bakery.
Your brain will change if you
bakery.
give it different information. Telling
does.
you, it will.
It will.
I know it
If
sounds
you
corny.
if
I
you
was
live
the
it.
last person that would ever believe this stupid shit. Sorry, now I'm calling it stupid shit. But hey,
Yeah.
if you keep telling yourself bad shit, you're gonna believe bad shit. And I'm not saying you should completely gaslight yourself, but saying I can not be miserable.
Nobody needs to gaslight me. I can gaslight
Can
myself
help.
so
Yeah, I was gonna
easily.
say, I don't need anybody's
I don't
help.
need anyone to gaslight me. I gaslight myself so easily.
But
I
it's
wouldn't-
hard to be positive when you're in front of kids that are already miserable in their own lives.
Well.
And you already know life is
Dave.
shitty, right?
Oh, no,
As teachers, it's hard to show up and be positive.
I act happy every day.
I know, it's
Without
hard.
question.
And
Oh,
then
it's
you got to walk
exhausting.
out and you're like, fuck.
Well, that's why Daddy drinks.
Hello. So I feel bad because I got to show up for my grandkids. I got to show up for my own kids. And it's like recuperating every weekend.
At least
is
your own kids are
exhausting.
adults now, so you can kind of like they get
Well, my
it.
one
And
was
most of
just in
them
the
have
hospital,
kids too.
and I'm
so-
wondering what the hell was wrong with
Don't
you
they
know,
all have kids?
They all have kids.
They have kids, so they all know.
Yeah, they do.
They do.
But
So
they
you
di-
know what? You can be tired.
Oh,
mom.
I know. Yeah. Oh, I know. And they know. And now they really know. I think they see me in a different light now.
Oh,
Absolutely.
I definitely
Oh,
after having my
absolutely.
own child, I definitely looked at, especially my mom. I looked at her in a whole different light.
Yep.
Yeah.
My daughter in Spain called me up and said both her and her husband are like, okay, neither one of us were like this as a child. Where did he come from? Like, well, he's doing this, he's doing this, he's doing this. And I was like, hey, that's what your sister and your brother were like. I don't know what to tell you. Kids sometimes are like this.
Kids.
Kids are like this. I had 3. Sometimes you don't get so lucky. Neither one of her and her husband were both apparently very calm and quiet. And nope, not her
It's
son.
not the child you have.
Nope. So, but this is what it can mean. So I try to give her the positive side to it. And he's wonderful. Absolutely. You saw, I showed you pictures.
Yeah, he's
Get
very
him
cute.
plowing the back 40.
Yep.
Get him working.
He can go through from Spanish to English, like in between. He can code
Can
switch
he?
like there's no
That's
tomorrow.
awesome.
It's-
I love
oh my
that.
gosh, it's amazing.
Oh, that's so great. I love it. It's amazing, Dave. Dave,
it?
Absolutely.
Dave, what's going on over there?
We gotta
Well,
learn him
you're
how to-
talking to someone who just starts signing for no reason. Like I'm in culture.
I was just about to say he needs to learn how to sign language, but
Like
it's
my-
different in Europe, right? Europe has a different. Now, in Europe,
Every
is sign language different for
country.
each country?
Every country has their own,
Oh my god.
There's
because
over
their
100
own, yeah, they have their own language, so it has to be
And
their
the
own
structure of a
sign.
sentence is different, so each.
They're all
But an
different.
item would be the same thing.
No.
no, it's not.
No, that's got to be so confusing for somebody traveling through Europe.
I would imagine it's
Yeah.
no. I mean,
You-
it's
you
confusing for us who don't speak other languages.
Yeah.
I think it's the same thing.
It is
In
the
my
same.
own head,
No,
I'm thinking it's the same thing.
It's the same. There actually is in development.
Yeah,
There actually is in development an international sign language.
that's what I thought.
That is really. All right, let me say this. It's not being done to replace all of the individual sign languages. It's
Yeah, I would
more
think
of
not.
a. It's nothing like really diabolical like that to erase people's cultures and stuff like
Like
that.
finding a thing that everybody can use for the word cat. Like we all know what a cat is, so here's a word that we all know for cat.
guess
Is that,
I-
that is that what you mean?
It seems to be a little bit more when there's cross-cultural interaction. So it'd be like a separate. So you would know your own native sign language, and you'd learn a second language somewhere else. You'd learn the international one too.
Gotcha.
So I thought Europe switched to international, and America was the only one that didn't.
No. There's
Okay.
There's over 150 different
Okay,
sign languages.
kind
in
of
the
like
world.
metric,
It's
and
the
then
same thing.
American and England did their.
There's been times when I've looked for certain things for my class to use, like on YouTube, and I'll start screening, I'll start watching it. And I'm like, man, I must be having a bad day. I cannot understand a thing this person's saying. And then I look in the notes, it's like, oh, it's British Sign Language.
even in Britain and American are different.
Oh
different.
yeah, totally, yeah. There are different languages. Wow. So here and most of
It's
Canada
just not with an attitude.
does ASL.
Sorry.
And then there's a few through Asia and Africa that use ASL, and that is more about colonialism than anything else. But
It tracks.
yeah,
Wow, the people who have the, and I hate this sounds like I'm being, I don't want to be disrespectful to the people who speak that language that has the clicky in Africa, that one that like, I think it sounds so fucking cool. So the people there that speak that is so fucking cool. It sounds so cool. But I'm wondering, like, what would that sound like as what would that be like as an English but I'm just wondering, like, I wonder if that language also has a sign language.
possibly. I mean, I've read in my research that like there's even just
Like, I'm sure like Afrikaans does,
an
like some of the
individual-
really most common ones.
there's like there's some individual villages that have created their own sign languages. So
Ooh,
yeah.
And throughout the years, they
fascinating.
must have come up with something.
well, I mean that's so ASL started with based
The
off of
American
French.
Indian, right? Oh,
Based off of French Sign Language,
Mm-hmm.
and then mixed together when Clerk and Gallaudet came over from France / Britain, although Gallaudet was from the U.S. They ended up northeast, so there were a few places where there was a high concentration of deaf people, and some home signs there got mixed into that, as well as a little bit of Native American. And all that kind of got mushed together. And when when the American School for the Deaf in Connecticut started, that's where it kind of
It
coalesced.
kind of like all of those different
into
things
an
kind of
ASL.
came combined.
And
to
even
be one
now,
thing. That's
there's still,
interesting.
just like any language, there's still dialects and variations. And we talk about that in my classes, how, and I had this experience when I was first learning it, because when I was first learning it, we had kids from all over the state. So there were certain words where, like, I couldn't understand what this kid was saying because I was still learning it myself. And it turned out in Buffalo, which is 90 minutes away, the sign for one or two individual words was different.
just like pop and soda.
Wow,
And so, like,
I
was
mean,
like,
but that makes sense. Pop and soda.
So I won't go through the whole story, but like this
That
kid
is
was
interesting.
saying for like 2 weeks, this new kid was coming in and he would ask a question or something, and we give him an answer, and he's sounding dry. And none of us can figure out what the fuck dry. What the fuck's this kid talking about? And then
So the sign
another
language
kid-
looked like it says. It looked
it's
like the sign
it
for
is,
dry.
Yeah. So
Okay.
Another kid who went to the same school as him in Buffalo picked up on how we were all getting confused, and this kid voiced a little bit, and he said using his voice, he was like, "Oh yeah, in Buffalo that means don't want." We're like,
Okay.
Jesus, that's not connected to dry at all. How is it? We had no idea. So we
So it's kind of a slang thing.
no, it's just that however it
Kinda soda and pop,
coalesced
just
in
different.
dialect in that spot. It might have been that school. It could be his home sign.
Got it, okay.
I don't know, but this was a kid who mostly communicated in one signs,
What
one
does that,
sign
what does that
sentences.
mean?
like mom, dad, water. Not like I want to go to the store. It would just be store. He didn't. His part of his intellectual
okay.
disability.
Oh,
his-
he had an intellectual.
He wasn't.
So he would just say
yeah,
just say store.
There
dad,
wasn't.
got
There
you.
wasn't like
Okay.
huge thought out.
He also had an intellectual disability
As
with,
well as being
with
deaf.
Many,
the
yes,
deaf.
yeah.
Okay, now.
Oh,
So
okay.
he was in
Gotcha.
our program. He was in the program because he has behavioral things. He was in our specific cottage because he was deaf in the deaf program.
Got it.
So, and actually, by the time he left, he was like, "Whoa, dude, slow down." He was signing. I mean, he just
Aw.
being around deaf people and that much.
picked up
Although
a
his
lot.
family was deaf, but they weren't the biggest communicators either. But being around all of these different people for like, man, he was there for like 3-4 years. By the time he
picked
was
it up.
leaving, he was like, boom, signing like a crazy person.
Like a champ.
Like a champ.
He
Like a
was
champ.
He
Thank
was
you.
a champ signer.
So,
Like he was from Rochester.
but
champ
but
ASL
like
signer.
I'm in my cultures class and I'm starting to talk to give direction and stuff, and I'm signing, and I'm like, oh, sorry, just forget that.
You sign sometimes when you talk to B.
I'm sure.
Sometimes. I mean, you do it. I don't know. I think it's kind of cool, actually. You don't think about it sometimes. You just do it.
I'd like to learn it, but I should probably learn Spanish first, huh?
Oh, do whatever you
Both
want.
are pretty commonly used.
Well, my
around
daughter
here.
lives in Spain, and my
Well, that's
grandchild
true.
does gonna.
I mean, on that
is
level,
gonna
for
learn
that reason, I would say that
Spanish.
for you, that probably would be the better one.
I did download Duolingo. Probably should start it.
There is a similar
there a better
thing.
one? I
There's a
don't know.
Duolingo type of thing for ASL too. I've seen that online.
I have had some students show up at work that do take sign language.
One
It
of
would be
my
helpful.
one of my students she keeps bugging me too if I checked it out. She wanted me to check out some app she wanted me to tell her how accurate of like I'm the god of ASL or something.
Well, in her
I know,
eyes, you probably
yeah.
are.
But I just haven't had a chance to do it yet. But I have it. It's right here. It's on this little piece of paper she gave me. So I'll do it during break.
So I have to read Macbeth tomorrow.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Haven't you ever read Macbeth?
Oh yeah, I have to. I have
It's
four
like I've read
four
Macbeth.
kids in my class that are doing Macbeth right now. So
Oh, I love Macbeth.
isn't that fun?
No,
Yeehaw for me!
that's not my jam.
Yeehaw for me!
If you don't like Shakespeare, then
Yeah, it's not my jam.
It's not
I did
everybody's
take
thing.
a couple of Shakespeare classes in
I-
college, but
I do like Shakespeare.
well, it triggered one of my kids. So now
We
I
mean
have
it
to
triggered them.
watching. So the teacher assigned them the Ed puzzle of the Shakespeare version of like the very gory, detailed. It opens with the death fighting scene, the war
As
scene.
long as it wasn't the
beginning,
original Beowulf.
right? They assigned that, and this kid's in the
That's not
psychiatric
I
facility.
know that. I know that, but it's I shouldn't even
It was
say
horrible.
I've read
So now I'm like, I can't
I've never
remember
seen
it. I
anything.
last time I read it, I was in 10th grade. So
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, I have to work. I have to support education. I have to support. So I'm like, all right, I got to freaking read Macbeth because I have to know what I'm talking about to help her, right?
Right.
So yeah,
You could
well, she
probably
got-
read some sort of cliff notes if you don't really want to read.
our English teacher's out on surgery. So, and this poor kid went back for school because we have them do school transitions, and she was just really had a hard time. And she came and wanted to work with me and talk to me. She's like, "You're a teacher. What can I do? I want to not go to the learning center. I want to stay." And it just broke my heart. So I'm like, okay, I'm reading
Oh,
Macbeth.
precious.
So I could, right? Because she trusts me. I'm like, okay,
Precious. Yeah.
I'm reading Macbeth because she, you know,
Because she asked.
because she asked, I'm reading Macbeth. Absolutely. I remember loving it. I remember loving it when I read it. I remember Macbeth.
Yeah, that's actually one of the. Yeah, Macbeth's.
I
actually
remember
one of the
loving the
better ones.
witches.
Yeah,
I remember
it's
that.
actually, yeah, it's spooky and scary.
Yep,
Macbeth's
yep.
awesome.
Yep. So, and I remember her just watching it and just the tears dry. And I'm like, okay, yep, that's too triggering. I'm like, what teacher? So what I did is I assigned her a cartoon version, and then I got an email back like, well, there were embedded questions on this, so the teacher was forcing the kid to watch it. I'm like, that's kind of messed up. So we're gonna work through it all. I'm gonna figure out how to get this done for this kid. So I gotta freaking read Macbeth.
My son, a funny story about my kid and Shakespeare, not Macbeth, but I'm sure he's read Macbeth.
I did love
too.
Shakespeare. I feel like Shakespeare was the Roseanne. You remember the Roseanne show?
Of course.
It was the Roseanne of their time because it was just raw. It was real. It was
Yeah.
like that's how people really were.
So Alex really got into the story of Hamlet really young, and I don't remember like how but he's read it. Like he's read it like several times. He really likes the story. But when I think he read Hamlet. I am not kidding. I think he read Hamlet when he was still in elementary school.
Wow.
Because I had a book of Shakespeare and we read it together and he really liked it.
See, I had a hard time reading it. I had to hear it while I looked at it. That's the only way I could
we
understand
went and
it.
saw Hamlet. They do the Shakespeare in the Park here
Yep.
in Rochester, like they do probably in a lot of other cities. We do a Shakespeare in the Park, and this was years ago. We did a Shakespeare in the Park for Hamlet, and my friend Mark was the director of it. So, he was excited because, he knew the director, and, I was like, oh, this is so exciting. Anyway, it started raining and thundering and stuff during Hamlet, so they had to stop the show, and it wasn't like really, really bad, so they didn't cancel it. They were just like, okay, we're
rain
gonna
delay.
stop. Yeah, so we're just gonna stop for a little bit, and we'll see how it happens. Maybe we'll come back. And then they did come back,
Mm-hmm.
and then of course it got super late, and so Jerry and I were like, okay, well, it's getting late. It's like 10:30, and the show's still going on because it's fucking late, and dragging our kid away. Oh, yeah, honey, we gotta go. It's really late. And he's like, no, I want to see the rest of Hamlet.
Oh my God.
I want to see the rest of Hamlet. He was so upset.
Oh my God. How old was he?
I mean, he couldn't have been like, I don't know. Jerry and I split up when he was 12, so he was probably around like 9 or 10.
Okay. Well, he
was a
drawn
very-
to theater. Like,
Oh yeah, he loved the theater very young. He liked the stories of Shakespeare really young, even just like the little kid like stuff that we would talk about. He liked it really young, so he was really into it very young. And then he was like, I want to see him.
We went to see what's the Christmas? Christmas Carol. My youngest, I don't know how she was, maybe 6, 7 years old.
Mm-hmm.
After we saw the Christmas Carol, she was dead set. She wanted a bed just like Ebenezer Scrooge. She had to have a bed like that. Like she was dead. Absolutely loved live theater after that because he had a bed.
I want a bed like that too.
It had
Still.
those curtains on the
I
sides
know.
of it and everything. Yep.
I want a bed like
Didn't
that.
scare
too.
her one bit. All she looked at was the architecture of how the bed was made, and
I
she
think
wasn't on
I
the
think your
spectrum
kid
at
and I
all.
would get along really well. I have a
The one that
feeling-
lives in Spain. Yep. Oh, she's amazing.
Mhm.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. She saw the beauty of live theater
Your kid
right from
likes
the
live
get
theater.
go.
My kid's in live theater.
Yeah, your kid really likes live theater. She's like super into live theater. She's like
Really?
She's the director of
she's like,
operations of a live
woohoo!
theater.
Like she just like all in it.
Yeah,
Why are
I
you
would
making weird
freeze on the
faces?
theater. All I
I'm
could do
trying
was
to remember.
stage,
I'm having an old
stage
person
craft
moment
or
because I'm trying
Okay.
to remember if I talked about something before. Because
Okay.
I was gonna connect something, but I'm like, fuck, did I bring that up last
What
week?
is it? Just
I
say
don't
it.
remember.
We'll let you know.
Well, I'll know because if I've already heard it, then I'll know you brought it up.
So, well, maybe I brought it up and we weren't recording too. Then I don't. So, okay. So
How many times have we done this?
I know that's what I'm
So many
saying.
times.
So I'm. All right. So I teach.
We're
Sign
just gonna
language.
talk about it anyway.
Well, I'll start it, and then if I did it, then you can tell me and I'll
Okay,
stop.
all right.
So, and then if I did, sorry. So I teach sign language, but I also teach these 2 other classes, and they're just called cultures.
Interesting.
And they didn't tell me that I was teaching cultures. They didn't give me a curriculum or anything. They gave me a little slip of paper with my schedule on it, and it just said cultures.
You get
That's
to
how
pick?
I knew.
You get to pick?
Apparently.
Oh my
No
God,
one still
I saw
is-
the funniest fucking thing today. Go ahead.
Cultures.
On
Just pick
cultures.
Any culture you want.
Well, so I
On how to
started
tell if somebody's white.
the first marking period.
Oh yeah.
So the first
yeah.
marking period we did international, and then so everybody was picking a different place that they didn't know about, and we did stuff with it.
Well, that's kind of fun.
And then the second one second marking period we didn't do American culture because that's bizarre. We did
Right.
subcultures within America. We looked at what a
Ooh.
subculture was.
yeah, I don't
and-
think there's American culture. I think there's subcultures.
I don't
in
think
America.
there is one.
So
No, we have American subcultures.
I had kids ask me to define what is an American. Looking at me being white and thinking I could describe it, and I was like, "Yep, there is none."
So we're in the third marking period. I started looking at our state because like when you ask people who are not from New York State and they where you're from and you say New York, they think it's New York City.
right.
Even if you say New York State, they still think it's New York City, and then
Right.
they go, "Isn't it dangerous there?"
Right. Which actually, it's not really
it's
that
not.
dangerous. No.
So
Actually, Rochester's pretty.
I
dangerous.
think Rochester's scarier than New York City.
even my own students don't really know about their own state. And in fact, they have an issue with they still don't know if you say a name of a place. A lot of times they don't know if it's a city, state, or country,
You're
and it's high school.
I am so sad. For
I
these things.
tried to do my
I
best.
know. I know you. I know
people
it's
in
not
my
your
to clean
fault.
that
family
up.
I know
that
it's
don't
not-
know.
to clean that up. So anyway,
Yeah.
so we've been focusing on New York State for this marking period, and I got to be honest with you, kind of ran out of steam. We kind of got through everything without beating a dead horse. So I wanted something a little bit different to finish up this marking period, and I had this idea because the teacher next to me, the teacher you sat next to at Drag Bingo the other night, teaches
Man, I'm so bummed I had to miss
ELA, teaches English language arts, and she's next door to me, and I noticed she was doing Romeo and Juliet with her 9th graders and Lord of the Flies with the other.
Love
and,
Lord of the Flies.
that. I love both of those.
and so it just gave me the idea, so why don't we look at culture and fiction? Because like if someone's going to write a story, I would hope they got to figure out what the culture of their characters are coming from or the setting and that kind of thing. So the first thing I did is I had them pick anything that was a made-up story. It could be movie, TV, as long as it was school appropriate. And some picked this, and it was actually I was bummed with a lot of the choices they picked. It wasn't all that interesting, except one.
What were you hoping for? But go
I
ahead.
don't know. It's just maybe something I hadn't heard of, or something that seemed interesting.
Something had to have come to your mind when you were thinking this project. But okay, go ahead.
I wouldn't. No, and
then we should come up
I had
with
to
something
stop.
we would have done.
We
if we were
don't
the
do
kids.
projects. It's a long story. We don't do projects. Did not work in the school.
Go ahead.
So, one kid picked Scooby Doo.
Nice.
Right, and I was surprised because
That's amazing.
it's
I
not a
love
kid
that.
who usually participates, and he has a unique personality, and he floored me with Scooby Doo.
And you, of course, accepted this.
Oh, of course.
Absolutely.
How would you not?
Oh, no.
That's
Of
amazing.
I
I-
love
Scooby-Doo?
the out of the box
The thing,
thinking.
the subculture he picked for the market period before was pretty iffy, and I let him roll
Let me
with it.
see. What was it?
For a subculture in the U.S.,
Yeah.
he picked gambling.
Huh.
Yeah.
How do you define it
I mean,
as
it's
a
a
subculture?
It is.
How did he
sort of.
define it, though?
He didn't do a good job. He didn't do a good job.
So you were reaching and able to let him go with it?
Because he was willing to participate, so I kind of let him
So
go
you
see
were-
where
you
he
were-
went.
You want to see where he was going to go with
Where'd
it.
you want him to go with that?
I
Because I
don't know.
can see it.
I would have learned something, and I didn't. All he did was like copy
Damn
and
it.
paste from like Wikipedia.
So he could have gone somewhere and he chose not to.
no,
Damn it.
Anyway, so he did Scooby Doo.
Because there is a subculture.
Oh,
without a
absolutely.
question.
So, and then
Sadly.
and then after a day or so, I let them kind of like just get some stuff on paper,
It's
just some notes.
entered politics.
Then we
man.
started, and one by one, we kind of talked about it, and it ended up being like with each kid, because it's a small class, it's a small program. It was like a one-to-one discussion with everybody else listening, and if they had anything to add, they more than welcome to, but nobody did. So we get Scooby Doo.
Did they go cartoon or dog?
Well, the cartoon.
The whole cartoon,
Yeah,
I assume
yeah.
you meant, right?
Yeah.
Oh, see, I'd
So-
have gone dog.
So we started getting on. So we at the very beginning we call what we call culture points. What makes a culture? A culture of a country. What describe the culture to me? What are you going to tell someone about? So we tell there's what food they eat, the type of clothing they have, language, all different. We have got 2 columns. This huge thing of culture points. So I was like, pick 4 of them, and then okay, what are your 4 culture points for Scooby Doo? And and he goes, you know what? So another kid next to him goes, you know what? It was just like last year. I didn't even know that like Shaggy was high the whole time. And I was like, well, yeah, dude.
Drug use,
What do
culture
you
point.
think how that
Scooby
nickname for
Snacks.
Scooby
Scooby Snacks were about.
And the kid was like, oh yeah. And these are like 9th graders. It was
Yeah,
really funny.
I mean, that is what it was.
And so it was
See, I didn't get that for the longest time. I never caught that.
Well, we weren't supposed to get it back then.
I also never caught the whole joke about the chicken crossing the road, ever, until recently. To get to the other side.
yeah.
I always thought it was because he was getting to the other side of the road.
I just thought it was supposed to be a stupid joke.
I didn't realize to get to the other side, like death.
I don't think it means anything. I think it's just.
I
a
don't
stupid
know
joke.
if that's I think it's just a stupid.
I think it is just a stupid joke. I don't think it means anything.
I think to the others, but the chicken dying is like someone with like too much time on their hands.
Yeah.
Damn.
No,
It
I
really
really do
is
think
just
it
a
means
dumb
like
joke,
stupid
yeah.
jokes. Because like that's why we all go. That's why we all walk across streets to get to the other side.
Yeah.
I think that's really where it is. Where that joke is. Like,
Oh, see,
why does everybody
walk?
walk to get to the other fucking side? Duh.
Honk if you like pizza. Bumper stickers. I always thought that meant because you honk if you like pizza. It's not because that person gets honked at a lot because they're a bad driver. So the sticker gives them an excuse to get honked at all the time.
Is that what that means?
I don't know anything of
I
this.
always thought those were just stupid. I never paid attention
Yeah,
to them.
I don't.
Maybe it's because I don't drive, so I don't really care.
I save my honking for someone who actually needs it.
Yeah.
See, I just
It's a
don't get
public
these
service
things.
message.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe they're meant to not be gotten or get got. I don't know how that goes.
Well,
I'm gonna have another
in the
drink.
words of
Yes, and clearly you are not an English teacher.
in the words of
This is why I teach math.
I know. It's like math, me, math.
me, math. Hence the panels, pairs, situation I got into.
in the words of Crash Davis, don't think it only hurts the ball club.
Oh, back to. I want to talk to you about your idea of the put me in as a ringer. We got to discuss that thing.
Put
How
you,
that would have worked. You mentioned it.
put you in as a ringer.
You were talking about an Adam's apple.
What?
Oh,
When
for
was
drag
this?
bingo? Oh my God, Carrie, dude! I
My mind
didn't
just
know.
clicked
Okay,
with
well,
that.
glad somebody's did. I had no idea what you were talking about.
I have delayed.
How about some
Man,
backstory?
I'm so bummed I missed drag bingo. You were there too? Oh man, drag bingo
At
was
the
so
end,
fun.
she just
Dude, I
Yeah,
was at
yeah.
work till 7.
Oh, I was too, and I'm so tired when
No,
I
I'm supposed to
work.
get out at 2:45.
Oh, okay. Like I was there until that late because that's when I'm supposed to. But
No, I
was
just
just so
was
tired.
there that late because I just prepped that much for my.
All right,
kiddos.
so
How
for
was drag
folks,
bingo?
okay, so for folks who are just tuning in,
Sorry.
this past Thursday was the second annual Greenovation Drag Bingo. So actually, a local gay bar once a month has drag bingo with proceeds going towards a specific nonprofit. Greenovation, which is I'm on the board of because I do everything
because
apparently,
you do.
had theirs last year for the first time,
That was
and
really
we
fun.
just had our second one this past Thursday, where a local professional drag queen artist, whatever, runs bingo, and there's
Who was running?
Samantha
It?
Vega.
Okay.
Who
There's
was that?
Samantha Vega.
Vega.
There's
Okay.
who I was. If I had a conversation with her last year, she used to be a science teacher. Long time ago.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. That's right. We all had a. Oh, that's right. We had
Yeah,
a
you
nice
did.
little
Yeah, yeah.
conversation with her later.
yeah.
The
so-
same place I work for.
No.
Okay.
Not that I know.
Just curious. I didn't recognize.
No, no.
this
This
one
is for like in
curious.
the past.
Yeah,
she
in the
was.
past.
Yeah, she.
Not current.
No.
No, this was past. They were a teacher.
So, I mean, there's a couple of
Well, because she talked to me. That's why I'm saying.
there's a couple of drag queen
And it wasn't
there's
very nice.
drag rules for this kind of bingo. Just like if I remember these right, if you get halfway to getting bingo, you're supposed to shout out almost there ho.
Oh yeah. There's some fun.
And if
there's
you're
some fun
if you're
times.
only one away from bingo, you're supposed to be so I think it's let's get it on bitch or something like that. I might be
Yeah.
butchering that one.
They have
You're
fun.
supposed to
It's
yell
fun.
things out. It's like
It's fun
It's
time.
something
It's a
like
good
that,
time.
yep.
Right.
Good time.
So, and then it's bingo, and then it's bingo where there's regular bingo, and then there's all sorts of crazy bingo, like
I
the
love
X
the crazy bingo.
The fast one. I
diamond
forgot what
bingos,
that
lightning
was.
round.
Oh yeah, the
Lightning
lightning
round.
round was tough.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
I
that was fast.
eventually gave up on lightning round. It was.
And then
too
there's
much.
the fill the board one, and then the all
Yeah,
the
you have to do-
outside,
yeah, yeah.
and then that was funny. With okay, all the bees
Okay.
are filled, and if your board's not all filled on bees, you're just not
So
paying attention, or you need to be cut off.
I went and I paid for my bingo, but I did not participate because I just knew I was not very attentive. I just knew I was all over the place.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So I just
You
sat there
got
and
your-
had a few
right,
beers,
right.
and I just.
did that part.
So now that our listeners are filled in about drag bingo, Karen, what did I something about you were going to do? Didn't you say I could do drag bingo or something?
No, I didn't say anything. That's why I didn't understand.
You said something about your Adam's apple, and then
No, he said it to me, and then I just realized I didn't understand what you were talking about, and then I realized
Dave doesn't remember.
I don't remember the conversation, so you need to fill me in so it'll come flood back.
no. So
There was cocktails involved.
yeah, that
Yes,
I
there were
remember
trolls.
getting.
Oh,
All I
did you
know
get
is I
this?
drank vodka.
Did you get this? Did you get the
I
stroll
had a couple
doll
of
there?
vodka drinks.
Did you get the stroll doll while you were there?
Yeah, somebody
Oh,
gave that
that's
to me. That was
awesome.
playing bingo.
That was Carol. She's also on the board. She's a fellow board member. She was sitting next to me on the other side.
That's nice.
I had a couple of vodka drinks. Vodka does something very special to me. So
And they also are not stingy with the amount of alcohol they put in their drinks.
they were
so-
very good. There was
you
lemonade
don't-
on lemonade.
Yeah, you don't.
Was what I was drinking.
Know
Lemonade,
that when you
vodka,
go
lemonade,
to, yeah, you shall know that if you go to a gay bar, the drinks are generally a little heavy on the alcohol.
So Dave said something about sending me up. I don't know where. Oh, because I think it was they were doing afterwards. That's what we were talking about. They were afterwards. They were having people for tryouts for not tryouts, but
No, it was
drag
like
queen
drag open mic.
open mic night type thing.
So you could just show
and
up
you
as
said I
drag.
could be a ringer if I put on a fake Adam's apple, and then it just realized it takes me a little while. I have this, because autism and all that, fun stuff. It takes me a minute to put it all together. So you're telling me that I could be a drag queen, looking like a drag queen. But they would see how would I blend it?
So you know what drag? So I don't know if you know this. So drag is entertainment. Right?
Absolutely.
Right? It's
They're
entertainment.
gorgeous. I'd have to put makeup on.
Anybody can do drag.
Yes.
Because it's entertainment and it's makeup and it's performing and it's entertainment. And while it's been primarily
Can a woman be in drag?
men. Yes.
Yes.
Primarily,
But
it
doesn't
has
a
been-
woman have to be in a
I'm gonna
dress as a
explain it.
man?
I'm gonna
Oh,
explain
you're
it.
finished. Oh,
I'm
sorry.
explaining it. So, drag is as I know it from other people and such, and not even just in Rochester and other cities as well. It's kind of opened up more, and I love that because I think everybody, if you have that in you to want to perform like that, that's wonderful. So there are women who are bio women who also do drag, with being a woman, but having that big drag personality. There are women who also do drag kings who dress up
kings,
as a
yeah.
man. So
And
there's
that's what
that
I'm
too.
more familiar with.
There's both of them.
So
And
because
it's not now. I will tell you, in Rochester, because we have a smaller city. I have been in larger cities where you will see, bio women performing. It's usually kind of more alongside, maybe not so much the headliner, but they'll be like with the other drag performers and stuff. Like
Opening act.
so can I
It's more like, let's say you have it like more of an entourage act.
Oh, okay. I see where you're going.
so
Backup
let me ask
dancer
you
But you
this.
see more, but there's other bigger cities. Like I went to
Well-
Columbus, Ohio, and saw.
well, I think this-
there was bigger. There was women. There were bio women, like myself, who were performing in the shows, in the numbers, with the other drag queens, still being fabulous and all that. And so
Well,
it's
if I get it
becoming a
right,
bigger thing.
if I understand it right, being
Yeah.
a drag queen is being able to dress up when you normally can't or don't normally. And that's something I don't normally do. So I actually could do that.
Yeah, you could do
because
drag.
that's the
It's called
purpose
It's just
of
drag. It's just drag.
it. It's
Drag.
being able to be bold and not your normal
if
self.
you went to
right?
school, if you went to school on Monday dressed like Samantha Vega was on Thursday,
They would
you
never recognize me.
Well,
and that's
there's
the
that.
beauty
I don't
of
even
it,
know if
right?
they'd let you in because they'd be like, "What the?" Because that was like neon green.
But isn't that the beauty of drag? Is that you become somebody different. You
Yeah,
take on a
yeah.
different
You take
persona.
on a whole
So I
persona.
technically could do
That's what I'm
drag.
doing on this show.
Huh? Correct. No. I think that's
Well,
what you're
there's
trying
like
to
that's
say.
why there's the joke like where people say like life's a drag. Like
so I wouldn't
like
have
we
to do
all
anything.
of us do drag on some a lot of us do drag on some level.
So it gives
in real
it would
life.
give somebody like me the ability to be something I've always wanted to try to be.
Not my hair.
Yeah.
And I could try the makeup I've always wanted to.
You can do that anyway. Come to my house
And
I'll
I
put
could
some makeup
wear
on.
a wig and put the heels on and
I don't do really good drag makeup, but I haven't done enough of it.
well, when we were there, I'll tell you, the bartender had the most beautiful hair and gorgeous nails. And I brought my nails. That's what I actually, when I leave here, I'm going to visit my girlfriend from high school and we're going to put nails on.
Oh, fun! Well, that's fun. That's fun.
And I have to because I have the psoriasis. I'm supposed to do that because my nails are thinning. And I just don't normally do fake
I
nails.
just have shitty nails because I'm constantly doing stuff with my hands, and so they're constantly shitty.
Just not used to upkeep. I'm not that girly girl, but it's
Yeah,
fun
me
to look
either.
at. So
My
have
husband
no
likes
comments
it
on
on
the nails.
occasion when I have like the nice nails. I'll also get my nails done because I'm like I'm an artist.
I love how it
I
looks.
do not ever. I'm never gonna have nice nails. Like I don't have a job where I'll have nice
Yep.
nails ever.
If I
and I
had the
don't
money
want
to
that.
go and pay somebody to do the upkeep, absolutely. I'm just
Oh,
not
fuck
that
yeah.
person.
I would if I had the money where I could
Yes.
continue to be an artist and still
Absolutely.
and mess up my nails and then 2 days later just go to somebody
have
have
somebody
it
do
done.
it?
Oh, I'd fucking do it.
Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely. I like having it done, but
It's a matter of I
don't
just won't
have the
do
time and the
upkeep.
money. I don't have time and
Absolutely.
money for it.
I love how it looks.
Mhm.
Just can't afford it.
Nope. What about
And then
you,
I
Dave?
don't look. I don't think it looks
What do you
good.
think? Do you
we
like
are
nails?
we are officially out of my purview.
Yeah. Do you
Yeah?
like nice nails?
Well, you have an opinion.
You don't have
Not
an opinion
really.
about it. You don't really care
You don't
about
have
nice
an opinion
nails?
on how things look.
I think you should do whatever you want.
Oh, okay.
That's nice.
Well, actually, it was
I'd-
suggested by my doctor because if they crack too much, it actually gives strength to them. So I try to find something that's not so bad on the nail. So I just got to figure out
Like
how
some
to.
sort of nail hardener or something out there.
Well,
but
they're weird. Actually, I found a really good
White
brand.
out?
I'm hoping.
weird.
They're actually fake nails.
It's all I can contribute to this.
Do you know that whiteout was invented?
Oh God.
It was a mistake, wasn't it?
No,
Please tell me it was a
wasn't.
mistake.
It wasn't.
'Cause Jell-O
but it was
was.
invented by Mike Nesmith's mom. Mike Nesmith was in the Monkees, and his mom invented whiteout.
Nice.
That's what I know.
I love that Jell-O was a mistake.
It's
Wasn't
true.
Jell-O a mistake?
I'm not saying
You can
that-
look it up. To see if
Okay,
I'm right.
bro, I'm not saying.
Oh! I found the name of the book. I looked that up before we leave.
Okay, 1 second. I'm not saying that you're not telling the truth. I'm just you look
Nobody
so
cares
excited
about
that
it.
you got to use it. Like you've been saving that nugget.
Like that nugget
and
of
you finally got
information.
to bust it out.
Mike Nesmith from the
This
Monkeys
is
mom
my whiteout
invented
moment.
whiteout. She invented whiteout.
I'm surprised
she was
you
a
didn't-
secretary and she invented whiteout.
I'm surprised you weren't so excited you didn't do it in slow motion.
Mike Nesmith.
Okay. I'm sorry, the name of the book.
Animal Vegetable Miracle: A Year of Food Life. That's what it was called. And they lived in southern Appalachia.
Okay, yeah, that wasn't the family.
So
That's
I
not the
can't
book
use
I read.
that for the name of my children's book is what I'm hearing.
Nope.
Yeah.
Okay.
They focus on locavore eating.
Hmm.
Was this just eating or was this living and stuff too? Because the book I read was a couple in New York City who I think had one child, and they did the same thing, the eating local, but they also did the it was called like no footprint living or something.
It was a
or
100-mile
zero
diet. I was
footprint
wrong with that.
or something, because they also did things like they didn't use heat. They figured out ways to heat their apartment without using actual, like gas heat and whatever, or electric heat, whatever they normally use. Like they did all that. Like they went that far with it in the middle of fucking
No, I think it was just
New
food.
York.
And I take it back. They had a few fair trade exceptions like coffee and chocolate.
Oh yeah, this family didn't even do coffee, and that's why I know I wouldn't do it. There's no way.
I did
I
learn
could
how to
give up
make
a lot.
mozzarella cheese from the breed in this book, though.
I could make cheese. I can't make coffee.
Nope.
Nope. Can't grow it.
Well, we are over an hour.
Oh my god.
So at least record. I move that we officially stop the recording of this meeting,
Okay.
but the meeting can go into executive session.
Well, I mean, I still have beer to drink,
That's
so
fine.
I gotta finish my beer.
I'm just saying. So, next weekend. Oh, I now have Sunday free. I was gonna say I didn't have next Sunday free, but I do. So Saturday I have a green party thing. So if we could do Sunday next week.
That's the beginning of spring recess. Yeah.
True. That's true.
Okay.
If that is acceptable to y'all.
Oh, that next Saturday?
Sunday.
Next Sunday? Next Sunday is Palm Sunday.
That does nothing for me.
I don't know that anybody cares.
Bring
but-
some palms.
Well,
I
when
have two
was,
of them.
Well, when I did go to church, I did learn how to make palm crosses. That's okay. Never mind. Okay, we're done.
Bring some palm fronds.
How do you make fun of them? How do you make a palm cross?
No, there's you take palms and you actually can make a cross out of one palm.
The palm fronds.
It's I get it.
All right, bye, y'all.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Hi, I'm Tracy Mellons, adult film star and ambassador for Pornhub. Yeah, we're all about the smut, but we're concerned about climate change too. Hey, how are you going to watch scenes from Fill All My Holes 12 if the grid goes down? That's why we want to do our part. So, from here on out, every time you watch a video on Pornhub all the way through, we'll plant a tree. Lesbian porn? Tree. Gangbang vid? Tree. Gay porn? A fabulous tree. Hirsute porn? Well, we'll plant a bush. I mean, come on. I like the sexy time as much as the next person. I just happen to get paid for it. But now we can all save our planet by rubbing one out. So the next time HR calls you in for watching porn at work, just tell them you're saving the planet and that they should join in. Then you can film it and put it on Pornhub. Pornhub, doing more to help the environment than both the Democrats and Republicans combined.